Joining us is Hall of Fame Western Suburbs Magpies fullback Wayne Smith. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
It must bring some great memories coming back here to Lidcombe Oval.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great ground. You look at it now, and I was saying to a few of the guys, I wish I was in my 20s again and being able to run out here with the black and white jersey on. It'd be a lot of fun. I mean, you may get old, but you certainly you miss all the enjoyment and the pleasure that you got for playing here with West.
Something passionate about the Western Suburbs Magpies, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's sort of like that working class sort of attitude that we grew up with. And I mean, my dad was in the brick game and a truck driver, and all the guys that were here, none of them were. Their lives or their families started easy, everything they had to work for. So I think that's the Western Suburbs thing.
You played under a few coaches, the Professor Roy Masters, picked on, and I've said it before about he was a psychologist. He knew exactly the us and thems, the haves, the have-nots, the fibros, the silvertails. He was able to just get at something and lift a side that probably on paper at the time didn't look that much, but when they came onto the field they became something very special.
Yeah, we certainly terrorised some teams. Actually, I'm reading Roy's book at the moment, Bad Boys, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Roy obviously...
well, over the last 24 to 48 hours, there's been a few of them, isn't there?
Yeah, quite true. But yeah, Roy knew that Roy was able to choose the players he needed to win games, and he also... We had good team sheets. We played to defensive and attacking patterns, but the thing that he really looked to do was to make us aggressive and passionate about winning games. And I don't think we ever went onto the field half-hearted.
In that period of 1976 to that early part of the 1980s, Western Suburbs really came so close, yet they just at the post got pipped quite a number of times. As a player, you knew you were as good as anyone else on the day. How did you feel about those sort of things?
Yeah, I got to admit it was massively disappointing, and it's still at age 60. It's still very disappointing. At the end of '79, we lost a lot of really good players, which is similar to, I suppose, West Tigers right at the moment. I mean, we were still very competitive. Next year, we made the semi-finals and beat St George, I think, at the cricket ground. Look, I think we probably missed the boat. 78, 79. I think we were probably...
I'll say 78, you were robbed. It's as simple as that.
Well, we won the minor premiership. I think the two teams ended up playing the grand final. We beat the Sharks twice, 2 out of 2. Manly 1-1. And look, as I said, we probably missed the boat there, and I mean, it still hurts deep down inside. I have nightmares about it. But
coming into 1980, I remember coming here on a Saturday, and it was the 78 minor premiers up against the 79 premiers. It was a mini grand final. All three grades, both sides very, very good right throughout. 22,000 on the hill. Minute before kick-off, the heavens opened, and it was one of the most fantastic days of my life. And of course, West got the biscuits that day.
Yeah. Look, I think you're referring to Parramatta games.
St George. That one.
Oh, Dragons. Was it? Yeah, we didn't have a great record against the Dragons, but yeah.
Parramatta, you did.
Yeah, Parramatta. Look,
you carved them up even when they had Sterling and everyone. You killed them.
Yeah, quite true. Yeah, it was funny actually. I think it was 76 maybe. We played Parramatta at Cumberland Oval, and late in the game, the very good hupper Graham Murray, dear departed, wonderful guy, Muzzer, put Mick Cronin in under the post, and the score was 15-14, and Mick Cronin had the shot from under the post, and there was a great telegraph picture of us standing there going,
that's right, yeah.
And Mick missed it. Yeah. Like, this is one of the legends of the game. Under the post, all he had to do was kick the goal. They would have won 16-15, but we won the game. It was almost as if they weren't allowed to beat us.
Well, I don't think they were at those stages. But it's funny, I mean, they were the Western Suburbs boys as well, but...
They were, yeah.
But something happened when they came in. Jack could never quite get over Roy, and it was a very interesting combination.
Yeah, even when they were winning comps and we were struggling, we were still getting them. And I don't know why, but it just seemed to happen.
Now, I know that your daughter won a premiership in touch football, I think. Last year?
Yeah. Last December, my daughter and some of her friends, they played at the state touch championships up in Port Macquarie in the over 30s. And
Does she rub it in the fact that she's got a premiership and Dad didn't?
No, she's a pretty good kid actually. Yeah, she's a really good kid. And look, all her friends have been involved in touch for a long time, and they had their kids and they wanted to go and do it. And that was super. You know, myself and good mate Glenn Anthony coached them up there, and they actually made us look like we were good coaches.
They did very well.
They were outstanding.
I called that when I was up there and thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I saw Joel as well. You must be proud. I mean, he's come a long way. He followed in almost your footsteps in the way it was a West, and now he's a great commentator and of course media personality.
He's a great kid. He's a really passionate father. He's passionate about his job, and look, he's been a really good dad to my grandchildren, and look, I just think he's got a really good future in the media game.
I have no doubt. Absolutely. Wayne, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thanks,
Enjoyed
mate.
it. Ta.
Thanks.